I wrote a book called The Slow Pace of Fast Change in 2002, and the core message of the book was that as we continue to introduce new ideas and innovations into an increasingly connected world, our challenge as innovators is to not only get an individual to adopt something that's new. It goes from that singular challenge to a multilateral challenge where you're trying to get an entire network to adopt, because any single person's adoption behavior depends on how many other people with whom I'm connected also have bought into or are supporting the product that's being introduced. Now, I think that fundamental phenomenon has grown only exponentially as we have progressed from 2002 to 2010 and beyond. We have progressed into a more networked world. We are interconnected in ways that we could never have imagined in 2002. Something called Facebook was unheard of at that time. All kinds of networking, social and otherwise, have infiltrated into almost every aspect of our lives. And the choices that we make as consumers and as enterprises are increasingly dependent on choices of others. As an example, in the old days, if a pharmaceutical company had to introduce a new drug into the market, it basically needed to intervene in a bilateral conversation between a physician and a patient. And essentially their approach was, I have a new drug, and here is the scientific evidence that proves that this drug is superior to whatever else was out there in the market, or no other treatment. And you, as a physician who respects science, looks at the data, and you're convinced, and my job is done. And the more often I remind the physician of that fact, the more feet I put on the street, the more doors I knock on, the greater the penetration of my new product. Today, that same intervention requires a message to be sent in multiple directions. It needs to be sent not only to a physician, but to all the other physicians that particular physician is connected into. It needs to be sent to patients and to all the other patients that particular patient might be connected into. It needs to be sent into a variety of other parties in the healthcare value chain, each of whom is interconnected with each other. And any single product requires this kind of a 360-degree approach, and it just increases the barriers and increases the challenges of bringing new ideas and new products into the mainstream.